world of transportation today is incredibly diverse, ranging from luxurious cars, modern high-speed trains, and supersonic jets to extravagant automobiles. Former US presidents have access to the latest and most luxurious travel means, all equipped with extremely secure protection. For example, Donald Trump traveled extensively in his modern private jet, Trump Force One. He also used the powerful Air Force One to visit numerous countries like Afghanistan during his term. Additionally, he often showcased the heavily fortified vehicle, the Beast. In contrast, Jimmy Carter is a very simple president who did not use any special planes and always cheerfully waved to everyone as he boarded regular flights. Let's explore how former US presidents travel. Number 6. Donald Trump. Donald Trump, being an incredibly wealthy president, has access to top-tier travel means. Before the world knew him as the 45th president of the United States, Trump already had a private jet and lived a life of such luxury that most can only dream of. This lifestyle was reflected in his Boeing 757. He purchased this jet in 2011 for an unbelievable $100 million. This aircraft also became a strategic asset in his 2016 campaign as he renamed it Trump Force One. This luxurious flying palace has every detail custom designed to suit Trump, with a cabin covered in leather furnishings and 24-karat gold accents. The Trump family crest is emblazoned on various items. Trump Force One was refurbished to seat 43, with a first-class cabin area, a dining area, a lounge with sofas and televisions scattered throughout. The president's luxury collection also includes a Cessna Citation X, one of the fastest jets in the world. Additionally, Trump has the Beast 2.0, a Cadillac that is a fortress of security and modern technology. The 8-inch thick body of the Beast 2.0 is made from steel, aluminum, and ceramic to be bulletproof. The windows are 5-inch thick bulletproof glass. The car's doors are as heavy as those of a Boeing 757. The chassis, derived from the heavy-duty Chevrolet Kodiak truck, is reinforced with titanium, ceramics, and bomb-proof plates. The Beast 2.0 is equipped with active defense capabilities, including a smokescreen system and an oil slick to hinder pursuing vehicles. If an unauthorized person tries to open the car door, an electric shock system is activated to incapacitate them. The fuel tank is also bulletproof and covered with a special foam to prevent explosions. Air Force One is designed to be a mobile command center capable of running the country from 30,000 feet in the air. Every trip Donald Trump took was meticulously planned and executed to ensure the leader's safety. One notable example is a secret trip Trump made to Afghanistan during his presidency, so covert that he had to sneak out of the White House and land at an unlit airport. On one Thanksgiving, instead of simply expressing gratitude in the warmth of his family, Trump made a special decision. He chose to visit Afghanistan to show appreciation for the soldiers fighting far from home, sacrificing to protect the country. The trip was conducted in absolute secrecy. There were no grand announcements or warm welcomes. Instead, the president and a small group, along with a Fox News reporter, quietly departed. The plane lacked the usual luxurious amenities, with only simple leather seats and a small bathroom. The atmosphere on the plane was serious, filled with the whispers of soldiers and the drone of the aircraft, a stark contrast to Trump's usual travel experiences. After his term ended, Trump's Boeing 757 was ready to serve his post-presidential life, allowing him to return to his private lifestyle. Trump resumed his love for America through the luxurious travel he had set aside during his term. Whether aboard his private Boeing 757 or in the luxurious Air Force One, his lifestyle is always associated with opulence and power. His passion for high-end travel and transportation is undeniable. In addition, Donald Trump frequently travels by yacht, specifically the Trump Princess. Some features of this yacht would make even royalty envious. Everything from the floors to the showers is handcrafted from beautiful agate carved by Italy's finest artisans. The shell-shaped shower in the master suite alone took a year for Italian craftsmen to hand-carve from a massive agate piece. It has 13 nozzles for the ultimate shower experience. His car collection, from the 2007 Ferrari F430 F1 Coupe to the classic 1956 Rolls-Royce, is a testament to his wealth and class. The luxurious 1988 Cadillac Trump series also adds to his impressive collection. Although he no longer uses the Beast 2.0, his passion for luxury cars remains strong. During his presidency, Donald Trump made 19 international trips to 24 countries. Who knows, maybe Trump will get re-elected and use the Beast again. What do you think? Share your thoughts below. Number 5. Barack Obama. Barack Obama, the 44th President of the United States, completed 52 international trips to 58 countries during his presidency. Like Donald Trump, Air Force One, a highly customized Boeing 747, was his primary mode of travel. The interior of Air Force One is a marvel of luxury and practicality, boasting 4,000 square feet of space. Air Force One is not just a means of transportation but a modern mobile office and a flying fortress. Inside the aircraft, Obama was well served with a conference room, a private dining area, and a luxurious rest area, including an office and a modern medical facility capable of performing minor surgeries. The plane's kitchen can cater to up to 100 people at once, ensuring all culinary needs are met during flights. One of the most notable features of Air Force One is its in-flight refueling capability, allowing it to fly continuously for days without landing. This is particularly crucial in emergencies or for extended trips. Additionally, the advanced secure communication systems enable him to run the country from anywhere in the world, including issuing military orders, signing decrees, or holding online meetings. On the ground, Obama's security team is transported in vehicles that are as impressive as Air Force One. Like Trump, the most formidable vehicle on the ground for him was the Beast. However, while Trump had the upgraded the Beast 2.0, Obama used the original version of the Beast. This is a fortress with an 8-inch thick door, equivalent to the weight of the doors on a Boeing 747, 5-inch bulletproof windows. In addition, the vehicle was designed to withstand biological attacks during travel. He has visited 58 countries and made 166 international trips in this vehicle. It's evident that he has been to some of the world's most remote and challenging locations, from the war-torn regions of Afghanistan to historic sites in Ghana. All these trips were carried out in the Beast, equipped with security measures to ensure the best protection for the leader. President Obama also traveled by helicopter. Upgraded from the Sikorsky SH-3D King, Marine One is a super secure helicopter that allows for closer range travel compared to Air Force One and more flexibility than the Beast or a Cadillac limo. It can carry 14 people and has a kitchen, private bathroom with 24 units produced. Marine One includes multiple safety features like missile countermeasures and radar systems. Up to 3 to 5 Marine One helicopters take off each time, constantly changing positions to confuse potential attackers. Barack Obama's security team is specially trained in protective skills and emergency response, always vigilant around him. They are equipped with modern weapons, emergency medical knowledge, and sharpshooting techniques to handle any dangerous situation. Multi-layered security barriers, combined with advanced surveillance technology, create a solid protective shield, eliminating potential threats. Biometric screening and strict information security measures ensure no detail is overlooked. Every activity is meticulously planned with no room for error, guaranteeing absolute safety. Before each trip, Obama had to go through numerous security procedures, which increased his desire to experience ordinary life beyond the constraints of his role. He once took a trip to Key Largo, Florida, with expenses totaling $1.1 million for hotel, travel, and Air Force One costs. Judicial Watch also revealed that the Obamas spent about $2.5 million on a Christmas vacation in Hawaii in 2016. In private conversations, Obama often expressed his yearning to visit Kenya, his father's homeland, as an ordinary citizen, free to explore without diplomatic constraints. After his presidency, a new dawn arrived, bringing significant changes to his life. The luxurious travel model with his jet flights officially came to an end. Instead, he chose to explore the world on his own. His first trip after leaving office was to the Virgin Islands, sponsored by billionaire Richard Branson. This marked the beginning of his free travels, where he could fully enjoy the luxury of private jets without the constraints of office duties. Obama and his wife also frequently travel on yachts with fellow celebrities. They traveled on billionaire David Geffen's luxury yacht, Rising Sun, to the island of Moorea in the South Pacific. In 2017, they were joined on the yacht by musician Bruce Springsteen, actor Tom Hanks, and media mogul Oprah Winfrey. After 8 years of the demanding and high-pressure job of being president, Obama's post-presidency life has been remarkably relaxing, with luxurious travel and leisure. What do you think about Obama's means of transportation? Share your thoughts below. Number 4. George W. Bush. Following in the footsteps of his father, George H.W. Bush, the 41st President of the United States, George W. Bush, the 43rd President, had a meticulously guarded travel schedule on Air Force One. His flights often followed secret routes that were frequently changed, and the aircraft was escorted by military fighter jets prepared to confront any potential threats on the ground. His motorcade was a symbol of security, with every journey meticulously planned down to the minute. Air Force One allowed him to maintain a busy schedule, from state dinners to summits and peace negotiations. The communication systems connected Bush directly to the Pentagon, the White House, and embassies around the world, ensuring that no issue went unaddressed. On September 11, 2001, following the terrorist attacks, Bush was safely escorted into the skies, and Air Force One became his safest haven, completely protected against any potential attacks on that day. Since then, Air Force One has proven to be not just a mode of transport, but a symbol of power and a secure network for the leader of the free world. In 2001, President George W. Bush used a bulletproof Cadillac DTS limousine during his inauguration. This model is still used by presidents today and is considered one of the most secure vehicles in the world. This vehicle is the same the Beast mentioned earlier. Since leaving office, the former president has traveled in a much less prominent manner. Many have seen former President George W. Bush and First Lady Laura Bush driving around their expansive ranch in Texas. For such a setting, Bush chose a large white Ford F-Series pickup truck. Here, he can enjoy something close to the freedom he had before assuming office. Additionally, comedian Jay Leno and friends have visited the Texas ranch and ridden in Bush's Ford F-150. They drove around the ranch to discuss political views and share stories. What do you think of President Bush's simple lifestyle? It's quite modest, isn't it? Share your thoughts below. Number 3. Bill Clinton. President Bill Clinton's term was marked by significant international events, such as the signing of the Oslo Accords at the White House and his extensive travels reflecting the importance of these global interactions. Clinton made historic visits to countries like Botswana and Rwanda to demonstrate his commitment to engaging with both large and small nations. Former President Bill Clinton is also known for his adept communication skills, combining verbal expression with gestures. Bill Clinton made 54 international trips to 72 different countries. He also utilized domestic travel to connect with Americans. His bus tours became a hallmark of his first campaign and a strategy that allowed him to reach voters in a more personal and direct way. Clinton continued this approach after his presidency, frequently stepping out of the Beast to greet crowds and engage with them. Despite a reduction in armored vehicles and Secret Service teams, his safety remained a priority. In his post-presidential years, Clinton shifted to using private jets for travel. These jets were often loaned by wealthy friends and organizations. Clinton's post-presidency tours included travel with Canadian businessman Frank Giustra. Giustra, a philanthropist and founder of Endeavor Financial, provided Clinton with transport for his charitable activities. Moreover, Clinton and a figure named Frank Giustra often traveled by private yacht and plane. Many saw Clinton on Giustra's Boeing 7007, starting a trip to Kazakhstan in September 2005, aimed at brokering a deal with the Kazakh government for uranium extraction, which later led to the creation of Eurasian Energy Corporation, securing contracts worth hundreds of millions. The plane, known as the Lolita Expresses, was described by co-pilot as having underage flight attendants dressed provocatively. The private jet had bedrooms in the back, but he was not allowed to leave the cockpit during flights, so what happened in those areas remains unclear. According to the Daily Mail, former President Bill Clinton and billionaire Epstein were close friends. Epstein even had a peculiar painting of Clinton in a dress, seated in a chair, hanging in his New York home. Clinton also drove his 1967 Ford Mustang convertible during the 30th anniversary celebration of the Mustang line in 1994, a cherished friend he missed when he moved into the White House in 1993. Clinton frequently used a 1993 Cadillac Fleetwood, and since then, presidential vehicles have always been Cadillacs. Compared to previous presidential cars, the 1993 Fleetwood was equipped with advanced technology such as an internal phone, internet access, and satellite communication systems. It had a V8 engine with 7.4 liters, 260 horsepower, and a top speed of 228 kilometers per hour. In 1993, the Cadillac Fleetwood was valued at $600,000, equivalent to $1.568 million today. What do you think about Bill Clinton's travels? Share your thoughts below. Number 2. Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan, the 40th President of the United States, achieved great things during his time in office and continued to do so even after leaving the Oval Office. President Reagan's vision for direct diplomacy played a crucial role in his success in promoting peace and democracy worldwide. During his presidency, Air Force One carried Reagan over 660,000 miles to 26 foreign countries and 46 U.S. states, profoundly impacting global diplomacy. Reagan traveled extensively during his presidency on Air Force One. Former First Lady Nancy Reagan even defended her husband against criticism about his frequent vacations to their Santa Barbara, California ranch. At that time, Reagan faced considerable criticism for taking too many vacations. He even made important decisions while on vacation, such as firing over 11,000 striking air traffic controllers in 1981 while he was at Camp David. Notably, the Lincoln Continental was the limousine that witnessed two failed assassination attempts, one on President Gerald Ford in September 1975 and another on President Ronald Reagan in March 1981. Both incidents occurred while the presidents were en route to their vehicles. Subsequently, a Cadillac Fleetwood armored presidential vehicle delivered to the White House in January 1984 was equipped with armor 430 mm thick and bulletproof glass 76 mm thick. To accommodate the added weight, the tires were upgraded and a special braking system was used. President Ronald Reagan frequently used this vehicle for travel and state visits in place of Lincoln after the 1981 assassination attempt. Reports and rumors suggest that after retiring, former President Reagan drove a red Subaru Brat around his California ranch. However, speculation exists that Reagan used the vehicle in an arrangement with Subaru and often provided performance reviews of the Japanese manufacturer regarding the truck's operational capabilities. Additionally, his car collection included notable names like the 1965 Lincoln Limousine, the 1969 Ford station wagon, and the 1976 Mercury Monarch sedan. What do you think of the transportation choices of these presidents? Please share your thoughts. Number 1. Jimmy Carter. By the late 1970s, a humble farmer from Plains, Georgia, had risen to the pinnacle of political power as the 39th President of the United States, Jimmy Carter. Carter's extensive travel approach mirrored his leadership style, founded on a philosophy that set a precedent for future presidents. While there is no precise number indicating which president took the most vacations, the Washington Post notes that no one took fewer days off than Jimmy Carter, with a record of 79 days. Jimmy Carter is praised for his incredibly simple lifestyle. Both he and his wife, Rosalind, are deeply involved in humanitarian work, especially through the Carter Center, which aims to promote peace and health globally. He took fewer trips and avoided the extravagance often associated with former heads of state. During his travels, Carter would roll up his sleeves and work, from African savannas to Latin American villages. His travels were driven by a passion for making a tangible difference in the lives of the less fortunate. Carter's approach to travel starkly contrasts with the luxury and privacy typically associated with former heads of state. He opted for commercial flights over private jets, a choice that astonished and impressed fellow passengers. This choice made a strong statement about his commitment to humility and a frugal lifestyle, even when luxury was within reach. When traveling, he carries his own luggage and smiles for photos, never hesitating to share a handshake or a kind word. This has won him the hearts of many people. When Carter boards a flight, greeting everyone becomes important. He also shakes hands and exchanges joy with the delight and surprise of other passengers. Recently, a video showing him shaking hands and being friendly with passengers on a commercial flight further endeared him to Americans. The video showing Carter smiling and taking selfies with fellow passengers on a Delta flight from Atlanta to Los Angeles spread rapidly. "He's my favorite president. I love you, Jimmy Carter," many passengers said to the 98-year-old president. Carter's interactions with the public during his travels have become legendary because he attentively listens to shared stories as if they were his own and never misses a chance to show his smile. Notably, Carter has a love for trains, viewing rail travel as an environmentally friendly alternative. His environmental consciousness and desire to stay connected with the American landscape on the ground are evident. Carter's vehicle choices remained simple. He often drove Chevrolets or Fords, reflecting his desire to blend in as just another citizen on the road. The 1947 Studebaker was the first car he owned, accompanying him and Rosalind on their travels across America in 1948. Carter's international trips for the Carter Center have focused on health initiatives such as eradicating guinea worm disease. His presence brings hope to those striving to be heard. Carter is determined never to reduce his travels, as they have become less frequent, but his commitment to charitable teaching and community engagement remains substantial. Carter is known as the simple president for his choice of a frugal and modest lifestyle. After leaving the opulence of the White House, he returned to a small two-bedroom home in Georgia worth $167,000. He shuns grandeur and does not consider himself a person of high status. In fact, according to the U.S. General Services Administration, Carter is the most budget-conscious former president currently, with the total cost to taxpayers in the past year being $456,000, including pension, office security, and other expenses. This amount is a fraction compared to former presidents Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, and George W. Bush, who each cost over $1 million from the U.S. budget. What are your thoughts on this beloved president? Share your opinions below. So we've explored how 6 former US presidents travel. Do you have any thoughts on presidential transportation or what I've shared above? Please remember to comment and share. Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with our latest videos. See you in the next videos.